Anyway, my name is Adrian. A lot of people call me Nook. Anyway, I have a story to tell. I'm 27 years old. If I ever pass away, it was because of spiritual reasons. Astral projection, not only that, if I ever get shot and killed, it was a celebrity did it. Blame who you want to blame. If you hear somebody, you hear them. Anyway, I've been absent from smoking weed for 8 years. And I just started back at the end of last year. I woke up, found my spirituality again, and I got connected with spirit, with God, with God. Whether people believe that or not, I actually spoke with her. Now I have a ton of people coming at me. A ton. I'm talking about people that sit in high places. High places. You know the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor? That's true. That's true. Ain't no J. Cole shit. See? Everybody compares me to a rapper, actors and shit. Ain't nobody, you can't compare yourself to me. The struggle different. But here's the thing. And that's okay. We're gonna talk about disorders. And we're gonna continue talking about how I met God. After being absent for 8 years of not being connected to God or not smoking weed. Weed is, first off, weed is very, very herbal. It's very, very connected with spirituality. And God put this on the earth for me and you. Take advantage. So I will say that's one pro of smoking weed. But the second thing I want to talk about weed is I smoked weed and I got back in tune with self. And I found a lot of truth. A lot of truth. Truth. From the main source. The main source, God. God. Not only that, if anybody knows anything about, I got off subject. Let me get back. And here's the thing. I wish I could explain everything in one go, one take, but it's kind of hard because I have so many people tapping in. They call it. I'm gonna add this into it. It's medically acclaimed schizophrenia. Hearing voices, auditory hallucinations, but it's not hallucinations. This big mental health industry is making plenty money off of it. Even celebrities, entrepreneur, everybody that's promoting this mental health shit and know the truth, they're busting everybody's ass. Everybody's. And a lot of people can't really relate. To how it really feels to be depressed, how it really feels to have anxiety, how it really feels to have multiple personality disorder. I can explain all of this in depth. It's kind of hot outside. I got on all black. It's just my colors. I'm dressed for a funeral. If this is my last video, so be it. I'm going to tell the truth and let the truth be. Truth will set you free, right? So if I fly high, if I fly away from here after this, don't cry. Multiple personality disorder. This is the first thing I want to talk about. But I'm going to connect it with schizophrenia. Hearing voices. If you connect those two, you will know why some people seem to always have different personalities. And inside of one person, somebody can act like a gangster at one point, act like a pimp, and now I know why. Act like an actor, a comedian, a rapper, singer. I know now the truth. It's so many people inside of your conscience. your spiritual conscience. So many people aside, it's a collective. And Kendrick Lamar did say it's collective conscious. Now I get it. I get it, but I found it on my own time, on my own timing, 5-6 months before he put out Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. God has shown me and woken me up after 8 years of resting, 8 years of sleeping, 8 years of suffering, 8 years of struggling, being a struggler. But multiple personality disorder, that is where it comes from. It's so many people I hear in my head. I hear my mom, hear my brothers, my cousins, everybody. And I didn't know this existed. All of these years, I didn't know this existed, right? Correct, right? So it's almost like I can't even take control of my own mind. I'm fighting resistance right now just to put this video out. I hear so many people trying to interrupt me. So many people trying to throw me off, try to make it sound like I'm lying, like I'm not being as genuine and as honest as I can. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's to the point where how can anybody who has been asleep for so long be a vessel? Let me rephrase that. How can anybody that's been asleep for 8 years take their conscience back? Because you have allowed everybody to come in and take a space. Take a space. Unknowingly. Because you were asleep. Correct? Anxiety. Let's speak about anxiety. This is a mental health video, by the way. Mental health video. And it's a spirituality video. Don't forget. Anxiety. We're going to talk about anxiety. As of now, I'm not going to discuss every aspect of mental health. I kind of want to break it down in the different videos. Y'all will know I got the answers from up above. And not only, let's talk about the spiritual conscience real quick. One more time. It's not only people here on earth that you communicate with spiritually through conscious communication. They're not the only ones. We can talk to the ones that have passed away. You can talk to the ones that are beyond the grave and the ones that's in the grave. I know how weird it may sound to anybody, but it's some firm believers out there. There's some woke people out there. They're woken and they understand what I'm saying. So if you're not with it, you need to get with it. Learn it. And after that, man, you'll find the truth. If you were spiritually asleep like I was for 8 years, you will get it. Anxiety. Forgive me for wiping the sweat again. It's pretty hot. Anxiety. I've learned what anxiety means. It's somebody basically inside of your conscience making you fret, making you feel some type of nervousness, some type of botheredness. You can't really control you can even tie that in with arthritis. Shaking while uncontrollably shaking while holding a pencil or pen. I've done that all my life, damn near. It's crazy. Even when I was a kid. A kid shaking like that? Can't hold nothing steady? It's like people kicking you down, punching you. Spiritually, punching you. Saying all the things that you are insecure about. Some people know your secrets. A lot of things are not secrets. A lot of things ain't secret. We ain't as secretive as we think we are. So the people within your conscience, they're gonna knock you down. And you get that nervousness feeling. I have kind of came to peace with it, but I still get it every day. Because the people that are a part of my collective conscience, they still punch on me every day. Every day, stopping me from doing the normal activities that I want to do. This has happened to me for 8 years. Since I've been 18 years old. 18, I'm 27 now. Oh, 19. Sorry about that mishap. But it's okay. I had to take a break real quick and control the room. We're all in the mothership. We all in the mothership. We all in the same room consciously. The same room. So for those who are having problems controlling the room inside of here because of the people that are you allowed in and all the people that you allowed in unknowingly. So that's why I stepped away from anxiety for a minute. But anxiety is that feeling in your stomach. You will feel it in your gut. If it is gut wrenching, it's gut wrenching. It's like somebody clenching on it and squeezing it. That's anxiety. But it comes from other people's conscience, other people's spirituality conscience. Yeah, I'm gonna take a hit and let y'all know I'm kind of healthy, but I'm not the most healthiest. So I'm gonna pick up this black and mild while I speak. And let's see if my attitude changes or anything else changes while I smoke. Because whenever I pick up one of these or a cigarette, I have so many people, so many voices within the conscience. So many, I don't even know how to put it. If that doesn't make sense, I don't know what to say. But I'm gonna light this up and I'm gonna try to make as much sense of it as I can. All right, we have discussed schizophrenia already. I already discussed schizophrenia. It's debunked. You know what? I actually want to tell my first experience with ever hearing the voices, and I'm gonna cut this video off at anxiety and depression. I mean anxiety and schizophrenia. Excuse me, anxiety and schizophrenia. I'm gonna leave it at those two. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at those two. Back what I was saying about schizophrenia. I'm going to talk about my first, and also, it's people a part of your conscience that's going to try to knock you down and make you forget stuff, make you forget everything. You could be focusing razor sharp on something, and you have people who are part of your collective conscience that attack you to throw you off. You can be one of the greatest at anything, in gaming, music, sports, whatever the case may be. But you have so many people that's a part of your collective conscience that throw you off the path, or veer you off because they know your potential. So many people will hinder you from that in your conscience and in the physical world also. I've tried to get so many jobs. It's just not to veer off the path again. I know I was talking about schizophrenia, and I'm gonna get right back to that and talk about my first experience and talk about why people will smoke weed and wake up consciously, wake up spiritually, and they'll go back to sleep because they're afraid to face that paranoia feeling. And that's another thing I'm gonna talk about, the paranoia that it had me with after hearing my great granddaddy's voice, who's been dead for 40 plus years. I heard him back in 2013. 2013. I heard my great granddaddy. He said some of the most insulting stuff to me. And it messed me up. It messed me up. 40 plus years a man been dead, and he came back to me randomly, and it took me away. It took who I was at 19, 18 years old. It took that person away and created a person that was asleep for 8 years of my life. Not too happy about that. That's my first experience with schizophrenia. Medically acclaimed schizophrenia. Medically acclaimed schizophrenia. Where they make the money from. I actually got pill bottles I can show you guys. I went into a mental health clinic. I thought I was tripping, and a lot of people may say I am tripping. That's okay. Um, yeah, but see, if everybody could hear everything I could hear, people are gonna hear it. Hopefully, people who are spiritually woken, they are here and know the truth about all of this, about everything. But even I was about to stop the video, but I'm not gonna stop it. I veered off the path, and but I all I really wanted to do really was tie that in with schizophrenia real quick, my first experience, and how a person can become spiritually asleep. Yeah. For purity reasons, for many reasons, I'm going to stop recording at the moment. Obviously, somebody in my collective conscience, if you hear them, you hear them. My collective conscience is distracting me. Correct? Distracting. If I die after this video, it's so many people to blame. So many people to blame. So many people. I got my little notes or whatever. You know, I'm not done writing. I kind of want to talk about police brutality too, and how some people are targeted. Some black men are targeted. Some white males also. Everybody, every race has somebody within their race that seems to be a little bit more significant than every race. We all have those people who seem to be more important. Unfortunately. I was always the person that felt like I wasn't better than no one. But if I get killed, or if I get strangled, yeah, we're going to talk about astral projection too. You can focus on a person. We're going to talk about seizures also. Strangulation, using astral projection, seizures. So if you know anybody that died in their sleep and choked on their tongue or their spit or whatever, they was getting strangled while they were asleep using astral projection. Somebody focusing in, a group of people focusing in and choking the life out of them, strangling the life out of them. It's happened to me all my life. They call it a witch riding your back, the devil on your back, stuff like that. Just to debunk it. You ever nodded off? You ever dozed off, tried to go to sleep and dozed off, and you just felt something trying to grab at your neck, or you felt something that was trying to attack you? Astral projection. Somebody is trying to strangle you. As of right now, I'm gonna stop the video right here. Even the town I'm in has given me hell spiritually. Blackballed, basically. Can't get a job. Put in over 100 applications. I've went to interviews, gave them great conversations. Very qualified. It's been hard for me. It's been tough. Very tough. I want to cry so bad. If everybody could understand how I feel right now. It's all right. It's almost a 20-minute video. I'm going to wrap it up just, for people who have something to do with their lives. and don't have 20 minutes to waste with me. But thank you, whoever watches. I appreciate it. We're going to talk about bipolar disorder, depression, paranoia. I was talking about paranoia. You can tie paranoia into the schizophrenia. If you heard a voice and you stop smoking weed and you got very, very paranoid, or you smoke, you want to, say if you take a chance and you try to smoke weed and paranoia kicks in, that's why. Somebody is trying to contact you spiritually. It's scary. Somebody is trying to harm you maybe too. But anyway, that's it for now. My name is Adrian. I'm signing off. To all strugglers, to all people, get the message before I leave. Peace.